again, and welcome to Between Two Barbells. This is Body Fit Training Lincoln. I am Jeralee. This is Mike. We are the owners here of BFT, and we are excited to answer more member questions from you from the bingo that we did here recently. So we have a couple of questions that we're going to rapid fire through today, all things in regards to group strength training, cardio workouts, supplements, training, and everything in between. So here we go.
Let's go.
All right. So as an older person, is there any chance that when I'm here at Body Fit Training, I'm going to get something other than a flat butt?
Yeah. So we do a lot of exercises that are going to work on your glutes. That's not going to give you a flat butt. And so whether it be RDLs, whether it be sumo deadlifts, which is in this particular block, but also just regular squats, deadlifts, all those are going to help build up those hamstrings and glutes, which is going to give you a not flat butt.
Speaking of exercises, what is the best full body exercise?
I don't think there's a best full body exercise. There's a lot of exercises out there that utilize a lot of the different muscle groups of the body, but there's never one that's like the best. So for instance, burpees are going to be a total body exercise. Is that the best full body exercise? I don't know. I'm guessing if I said burpees are, people would be like, ah. But so are things like thrusters, squat press, hang cleans. Those are all full body exercises as well. Is any one of them better than the other one? It depends on the context. So I know that's a loaded question, but in reality, there's no best. There's just things that are better that you want to do more of than others. And some of them are going to get you different results than others. So a good mix of total body exercises is important.
Well, I just heard you say the word clean. Do we ever do hang power cleans?
I have not looked because we don't get the programming yet, but I have read that we will add hang cleans in this block during power. So they're coming.
Stay tuned. There's going to be fun. All right. So for some new people here at BFT Lincoln, sometimes you can get really, really sore after your first or second class. And then as you take more classes, you're really not as sore after that. Is that normal?
Very much so. Yes, as you go through this, you're going to be sore every once in a while. But that first little bit of soreness is little micro tears in your muscle fibers. And that is soreness just caused by the inflammation in there. And your body's going to repair those. And that repairing is going to make those muscles stronger than they were before. So that's the soreness that you feel. And as we do different things, you know, even myself who's been doing this for 7-8 months, is going to get sore every once in a while. And that's totally normal. But it's also very normal to not ever be as sore as you were maybe those first 2 or 3 weeks because your body's adapting, and that's important. Because if you were as sore as you were the first 2 weeks, it'd probably be pretty tough to continue on in that capacity. So it's a good thing that you're not as sore as you were when you started.
And speaking of classes, obviously we have 5 classes a day, Monday through Friday, right now at 5, 6:15, 8:30, noon, and 5:30. But knowing that our community is growing and changing, will we ever offer a 4 p.m. class?
Potentially. So as I've said and asked and told many members who have asked this before, you know, once we get to a point where we are averaging around the upper 20s as far as member goes, then we're going to start looking at other class options. That way that we can kind of spread those people out. We don't want to dilute the community feel that we have. We don't want to, you know, split people up that much. But there is probably going to be a need where we do add another class, and more than likely that class is going to be somewhere around the 4:15, 4:30 range. But we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe our morning classes get bigger and we have to add something somewhere else. But that's kind of our goal right now, is to increase our membership to a point where we do have to add classes. And once we start averaging kind of those upper 20s per class is when we start to look at other options there.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for all of your questions that you've been putting into BFT. If you have more questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Feel free to like this. If you like talking strength and conditioning, feel free to subscribe to our channel. If you like all things training, strength conditioning, cardio hit, and everything in between. And we will see you next time on Between Two Barbells.
See you guys.